Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining the Shift and Uplift podcast. This podcast is all about tearing away from those fears, removing that doubt, best friending your soul, and believing that you can. This time is different. You have what it takes. You have waited long enough. It's finally time to take action and turn those fantasy dreams and money dreams into realities. Just a few months ago, I was in that career. A career where on the outside to everyone else, it looked like I was living the life. I had this beautiful office. I had this great title. But what people didn't realize was in the inside, I was full of doubt, depression, and frustration. Hell, and even pity. I was so unhappy on the inside because it felt like something was still missing or like something was empty. Like I wasn't living up to my full potential. Like all along in my head, I had this perfect dream I couldn't, let go of. I had this obsession with being a bossed up entrepreneur that I couldn't get rid of. In my perfect life in my head, I was going to be this amazing entrepreneur. My online store up and running. My storefront is up and running. My social media was beautiful, filled with inspiration. And when I get the chance, I'll be at home and my fiance would walk through the door. I had my obsession and my dream life planned down to the T, what I was to be doing. Every day this hit me. Every day I thought about this. I even went so far as planning my life down to seeing myself going to networking conferences, supporting like-minded individuals. Like I knew this life at this job was not for me. This wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. But as good as all of this sounds, I was just too comfortable. Like I was comfortable in the life I was living. I was comfortable at getting up in the morning. I was comfortable with getting dressed to go to work, to do my easy peasy job that I can probably do on my worst day, eyes closed. I was surrounded by people I knew, people I grew up with, some family members I cared for, and a routine I had down pat. I think most of all, I was financially stable. When I'm listening to podcasts, because I love listening to other people's podcasts, inspirational women, inspirational men, inspirational people, period, or Quit Your 9 to 5, or, all of these shows like Think and Grow Chick and such, and especially on the Quit Your Job shows, basically, I hear so much about they wanted to quit because they were going through a bit of financial situation, and they wasn't necessarily, well, not all of them, but a lot of people I hear on the interviews, they say that they needed more money, basically, And I think one of the things for me is that, of course, I would always love more money, but I was getting paid really well. So, finances wasn't my sole reason for me wanting to want another life. Yes, we always want more money. So, of course, if they would have given me more money, I'm like, heck yeah, but that wasn't my reason. It was happiness and it was freedom, my bills were being paid plus way more, but I just didn't have the fantasy life that my heart desired. I wasn't happy. I wasn't positive. I wasn't always looking my best. Even when I would look cute on the outside or decent or beautiful some days on the outside, in the inside, I was filled with secret negativity. I was like, a pinch away from bursting out. I was doing all these things at work that I had to go over and beyond with to keep myself happy. I had to listen to happy music. I had to drink my Coca-Cola to give me energy. I had to do all these things because I knew it was like fake motivation. If I did it, I would have the worst day ever because that's how bad it was. I didn't have the life I desired, plain and simple. I just went on and to provide a life that I lied, and I basically learned to tell myself that this life is good enough. You're paying your bills, you have money, you're able to save up, your schedule's easy and fun and chill. You're darn good at your job, whatever, just ride it out. That's what I kept thinking. I was like, oh yeah, I just can save up for X amount of time, and X amount of time turn to X amount of time, and it kept going, but can you blame me? I mean, that's what we're taught. Well, I personally have learned, that if you work hard, everything is going to pay off. It wasn't until I was pretty much at the pushing point and I reached my breaking point, face full of acne, relationship was with my now fiance was pretty much in the rocks. I finally realized that at this pace I'm going, nothing is going to pay off because I was so unhappy with myself. It was nearly impossible to make anyone genuinely happy besides my niece. And she's a kid. But other than that, it was impossible to make anyone happy or fulfill my duty to each person appropriately because I wasn't happy. So I can't bring happiness to other people's life fully when I'm a maze in the inside. I realized that it's not going to pay off like this. Not today, not later, not ever. Forget that. It wasn't until I would say a few gray hairs later, my fantasy code, the company I started, it slowly was able to become a reality. My at the time boyfriend and I had got engaged. I was offered a better position, which gave me more freedom and financial freedom. I was able to focus more on myself in a less stressful environment. I was only working about 4 to 5 hours a week, and I became able to work from home. So that was a blessing for me. I became so into myself that I was able to gain back my confidence and find my true passion. I was able to find what mattered to me and not focus on the things that didn't matter. It felt good, They say good things come in ones, but I feel like they say good things come in twos, but I feel like they come in. At that point in time when things were happening for me, I'm like, man, they come in 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, and so on, because it's popping, So many more good things had happened to me once I truly started to find myself. Once I started to find out what really makes me happy, what really makes me mad, what I don't need to do and what I need to do more of, that's when my life started to align. I wasn't necessarily working and slaving for somebody. Now, don't get me wrong. I was still working. I wasn't ready to just boom, bam, bye, but I was able to work for someone that wasn't working for someone. Because normally out of 24 hours of a day, I'm at work 10, 12, 15 hours, because I have to stay late or because of this or because of that. Well, now I'm working 4 to 5 hours a week from my house. So I maybe work an hour and get my business done. Work another hour and get my business done. So, and I'm saying that to say it's nothing wrong with working. It's nothing wrong with working for someone. I mean, some people say, oh, I never want to work for someone. I want to be my own boss. For me, being an entrepreneur was not because I didn't want to work for someone. I don't mind working for someone or with someone. It was that I needed freedom and the flexibility to still be me and travel or sightsee or maybe every 2 weeks I want to go somewhere on a day that is not the normal Saturday and Sunday. That's what it was about. So everybody finds their purpose for different reasons. Everybody wants to find the answer for a different problem, so your inspiration is not going to be my inspiration, and that's okay. But I wasn't necessarily working for someone. I was working, in my eyes, I was working for a goal, but still working for myself, and someone else was paying me. I did my job well, but I was able to stay home. I was able to travel. I was able to focus on my life, my goals, and my inspiration. And that was okay. Why? Because I said, I'm tired. I need a change. So I had to be able to plan ahead to accept whatever was to come with the decision that I made, even if I didn't get a better position or another position. My time is now. That's what I had to say. It's not, in the future. Oh, I want my life to be like this. Oh, I'm going to do this so later. No, it was like, I'm going to do this right now so I can start living this life right now. And I'm telling you, you have to go after what your heart desires. You have to go after what makes you smile. You have to go after the things that you'll do for free if money was not an object. That's your passion. And it's not because only happiness, but because when you're interested in something, you can perfect it. You can become so great at it because you're naturally interested in that subject. For instance, I see so many people starting drop shipping stores. Oh, wow. And I tried it. But the thing was, when I was drop shipping so many products, I didn't have an interest for it. I didn't care about it. So here it is. I'm drop shipping all these products that I don't give a cahoot about. So it was hard to brand myself because it was things I didn't care about. For some people, it worked. For me, it didn't. What you have to tell yourself is, my time is now. I hold the key to success. My destiny is in my hands. My future depends on how hard I work to get happiness. My future depends on how hard I work towards my happiness. It doesn't matter if you're in a 9-to-5 job, if you're waitressing, if you're working at a strip club, if you're somebody's side chick or sidekick, if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you're a nanny, if you're a grandmother, if you're a bum, it doesn't matter. You can change. You can make more money. You can travel more. You can create the life that you seriously don't need a break from, and the life to where you're not depending on other situations to hope that you get what you want. So what if it feels like you've reached rock bottom? So what if it feels like you always mess things up? So what if it feels like each and every partner, boy you encounter or woman you encounter that you get personal with, it feels like things just never work out? So what if it feels like you're chasing your dreams in a never-ending marathon? guess what? You can break through to your full potential. It's not a cheat code. Happiness, it's not how to do this quick. No, F that. You're gonna break through to your full potential. What do you want and what's in your wildest dreams, those things are possible. All you have to do is get ready. Erase all the BS and negative talking and negative thinking and negative mind frame, negative way of life. Erase that out of your head. You're gonna make the money that you want. You're gonna reach the level of success that you want. You're going to improve your well-being, and you're gonna get the satisfaction that you deserve, not later, now. And that's why this Shift and Uplift podcast is about helping you burst through those fears. It's about helping you to remove the doubt. It's about helping you to best friending your soul and being confident in who you are and believing that you are that person. You are your future self. You have to start acting like your future self now. It's not like, I heard someone say, dress like the person that you want to become. Like, dress for success and act successful. Act as if you're already that bossed up person, or whatever your end game is. Act like you're already there. Dress like you're already there. Talk like you're already there. Network with the people that you would network when you're there, because you're already there. The only thing that life is waiting for is you to admit and accept, like, hey, my life is here. Now I'm accepting this position. Now I'm going to start working and living towards this position. It's just like a job. Like, first you accept the position. And once you accept the position, now you can say, okay, let's get to work. You don't start working and then accept the position. You accept that this is going to be my life and this is my life. And now you start working hard towards that life because you already accepted it. You, me, and hundreds of other women especially, we all want the answer. We all want to answer our calling and get that fantasy life. Getting clarity on our life, on our goals, and getting direction. It all starts with you. The only thing that's standing between you and success is you. Do you seriously know how long it took me to understand that? Like, fully understand that? When I was considering leaving one situation to focus more on another life goal, I was procrastinating. I was writing goals down. I was never getting it done. I'll write down 1,000,000 sticky notes, 1,000,000 to-dos, and still none of it was getting done. Why? I was procrastinating. It's simple. I think I was procrastinating because I felt better acting busy. It was like I had to be busy because it made me feel better. But sometimes being busy would be busy all day, but actually getting nothing accomplished every day. That's kind of, it was like fake busy. And I focused so much on why I couldn't do what I was trying to do that I never thought that I actually could. I mean, I said I could and I was acting like I could, but I never really felt that. I didn't give myself a real fighting chance. It was then, that's when I really promised myself to let go of all those silly excuses and reasons why not. I was not about to be the one who is a entrepreneur. You know, I say I want to be an entrepreneur, but I had every reason why not to. Oh, my life this. Oh, I didn't have this. But this happened. No, I was not about to be that person. I was not about to be the only thing that's holding me back from being successful. I was not about to be the only thing be my only thing that's holding me back from living a thriving life. A beautiful, stress-free, thriving life at that. I had to tell myself this every day. And you may not have to tell yourself as much as I did, depending on, the level of confidence you have. That's what it's all about. But I did. I am good enough. I have what it takes. I do have what it takes. I'm not stupid. I'm not crazy. I'm freaking amazing. We have been spending our entire life with a dream to be different, but the routine that we do is just to be like everyone else. So much so that our dream is just a dream. Guess what? You can achieve all those things you want. You deserve it. You owe yourself. So if you don't take nothing else from this podcast, please remember that everything starts with you. You are amazing. You're not crazy. It's not too late. It's okay if you don't know how. With the internet, you're going to find out how. You are perfect.